Well, hello, my friends. This is Steve from Amateur Hour Gaming, and today is day 37 of the Amateur Hour Gaming 100-Day Video Challenge. Today we're picking up with our Mountain Blade play. As promised in last episode, after my guy got captured, I basically started my character over. I ran up to the point where I'd collected enough people and gone back to Sargoth, which is here. We spoke to the innkeeper. He then asked us to chase down a group of bandits with our newly recruited men and find out where his brother is. Said bandits are right here. Well, they're robbers, technically. And you'll notice this when you play the game. Most of these quest-related NPCs, they're going to have colored text. So let's scoot out. I got 14 guys in my army, you can see. And there are only 4 of them. Let's see what we get. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Ha! Those prisoners are only going free if you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. Like that, buddy. So we have 14 troops fit for battle against their 4. We will charge the enemy. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just make all my guys hold their ground, or hold this position. Now in the, why did they not listen to me? Infantry, I want you to stand there. Archers, I want you to stand behind them, please. There are only 4 of these guys, so I'm not terribly concerned. I just like to employ strategy when I can. I should get out there now. Oh yeah, look at my backpedaling. My archers have bounces off the wind. Really, with 4 of these guys, we're just out here in charts. I'm awful at this game, and I don't know if it's good. Yeah, I find the weapon controls to be pretty difficult. I mean, that was easy because the guy was just standing there taking it from you. But I often find it quite difficult to control my weapon, as it were. Ah, spare me, spare my life, let me go, and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade, and you'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him, give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and then you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir, bless you. We've done the lad no harm. We've been keeping him in our hideout near Ambeen. I'll describe the area nearby in detail. There's no mistaking it. So, we get an opportunity to take a little bit of loot here. I mean, probably don't need these rocks. Return, you see, we get a little bit of money from fighting them as well. Bit of experience, and a total of 85 experience spread amongst the party. Let's see if any of our guys can upgrade. No. So I took our basic recruits from the various villages, as you saw me do last time, and I managed to pick a fight off camera between these episodes, and I upgraded them. So we've got half our guys are footmen and half our guys are archers, so that's good. A bit of diversity. Now, the village of Ambeen. Okay, there it is. So luckily that wasn't terribly far at all. And of course there's the kidnapper's hideout. So let's go check that out. Oh, actually, why don't we get back on our horse for this? Like I was saying, I don't really enjoy fighting on horseback because I'm not good at it. Just my my timing, I guess. When I'm swinging my weapon or stabbing my spear at a particular guy, leaves something to be desired. And like I've played this a lot, I just can't get it figured out. But that's the way that it goes. So actually, let's take a pit stop at Ambien and get a few more volunteers. Why not? Pardon me, you want to be careful doing this. You see, there's 2 things. Now, I have a pretty high party capacity right from the get-go. I think being a noble at the start gives you like a bonus to that party size. But of course, all these guys are going to cost us money, right? Like right now, my weekly cost is only 19 bucks, but as they get more powerful, they get more expensive. So bear that in mind. So we are going to go straight away into this camp. We are going to attack the hideout. And what this happens is it'll spawn you in and a handful of your guys. So let's get everyone to follow me. I wasn't running off and getting killed for no reason. So you don't bring your whole army into this quest. You just bring a few people from your larger group. Oh, there we go. There's our first customer of the day. Got him. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Oh, you the target. The target. Well, that guy took care of that guy. Okay, nobody else here. We got some guys over here, I think, another campfire. Some dudes over by a boat. Alrighty. Let us see if we can... Oh, can I make this nice long-range shot here with my very low, lousy level? Not if the dude is standing in front of me. Look at that. That is a nice banner icon to help you distinguish between your guys and the not your guys in combat. But of course, when your guys are following you, we're just going to charge them in. Obviously, they get in the way. Their banners get in the way, so... We're just going to let these guys charge in. There aren't too many of them left now. See what they can do about wiping out these footmen. Yeah, I tend to like to be more of a ranged fighter and a bit of a commander, if you will. I need to get involved in this one, but... headshot this guy. Oh, he got him in the belly. Oh, and something else. That's great. Yeah, the only problem is, like, I much more prefer being the first commanders, moving my guys around and whatnot. The only problem with that is that you need to kill guys to get XP, so... Oh, it seems my troopers have sniffed out one more. So eventually you do have to get your hands dirty if you ever want to level up. So we'll put our shields up. We will follow the leader, as it were. Yeah, there he is. He's one last dude over by the campfire. Now, of course, the higher your athletic skill, the faster you can run here. Oh, look at this guy with his javelin. This guy's a beast. Can you hit him, though? That's the question. Really, you're throwing rocks at a guy with just chucking javelins back at you? Wow, he can't seem to hit him from anywhere. Let's see what he does with that 200 axe. Oh, owned him really fast. So yeah, not a terrible looking game. It's really unique in its own way anyways. Now, this merchant's brother is going around here somewhere. Is that him running into the ocean? Yes, here he is. So, because of course, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the merchant's brother. Sometimes in some mods it's his son, sometimes it's his wife's nephew or something. Thank you, sir, for rescuing me from those fiends. Did my brother in Sargoth put you on their track? Yes. I told him that I would find you. I advise you to return to your family as quickly as you can, and be careful on the road. Gotta love it, eh? We've just been paid a ton of money to save this guy, and we don't even escort him home. With their retreat cut off, the looters fall one by one to your determined attack. Their hideout and their ill-gotten gains are now yours. So there we go. So we got an opportunity to take all kinds of junk. For example, this is 27 total armor. Mine's only 25, so I'm going to trade that out. My boots are 12, so that's better. A falchion. 24 swinging damage, 19 piercing, or 29 swinging. I'm actually going to try using a falchion. Piercing attacks do a decent amount of damage. And of course I'm just going to take all this to sell. I'm basically going to fill my inventory. Wow, I mean, these hats won't sell for anything good, so put those back. These might sell. So yeah, fill my inventory with some loot. And okay, and then you can see down in the corner some soldiers are ready to upgrade, so we did get some experience. My Nord Footman. Ooh, upgrades to a trained Nord Footman. Now as you can see, it actually costs money to upgrade them, and then the cost of their wages increases as we go. I like to get up in the early game. I think it's best to stay between 20 and 30 guys because you need to be able to pick fights to gain experience and to gain renown and reputation and honor and these things in the game that are important to, you know, increase your party size, increase your lot in life. So anyways, while we're going back to Sargoth, go here, let's talk about what the point of this game is. Now, we've just finished a quest, but once we hand this quest in here, you're going to discover that basically we're now left on our own with this giant world map, and you just go and do that. This is a sandbox game. Nobles, such as this guy right here, this is King Ragnar, but of course there are also vassals of all the different kingdoms running around. There's probably dozens of these guys when you put them all together. They'll give you quests in each of these little villages, like Feneda here that you can see. There'll be a village elder that will give you a quest. And, of course, the guildmaster, which I think we might have met in a previous episode. But each big town has a guildmaster. He will also give you quests, or she, as the case may be. But there's probably only about 12 or 14 of them in the game. So when you put it all together, you will very quickly discover that you will be repeating the quests that you get from these people. So what's the point? What's the goal then in Mount and Blade, being a sandbox game? Well, initially your goal is just to build up your army, build up your reputation, build up your money as well through, you know, fighting and looting, and there's also tournaments in these games you can enter. All about building up your reputation enough that you can become either a mercenary or a vassal for, say, a king, like King Ragnar here. At that point, you start helping them in their wars. The AI will still choose who it's going to go to war with, but you'll discover very quickly as you play this game that you are, in fact, the deciding factor in almost all cases, right? If you are helping out your faction, it is quite likely that guy's probably a belligerent drunk, maybe. He's a mercenary cavalry. So the more you help your faction in their wars, the more likely it is that they will succeed. And you'll gain land and territory and whatnot. And of course, again, more honor and reputation. If you take things, like castles or cities on behalf of your king, there's always a chance that you'll be rewarded. So that's kind of the mid-game, is where you're working for somebody else's kingdom, effectively. And helping them expand their holdings and all this kind of thing. Now, eventually, I mean, you may want to strike out for your own. And that's sort of the most obvious goal in Mount and Blade. The idea is that basically what you would do... Okay, this guy's offering us an extra job. I'm going to pause here for a second. Basically what you would do is you start trying to take over the whole map. And that's very long. That's about where my interest in the game drops off. I think the early game and the middle game are a lot of fun. But once you're at the point where you're just trying to conquer the map, I mean, you're sieging castles over and over again. That's what you're doing. And it loses something for me after that point. But otherwise, it's a fantastic game. I really like to take Mount and Blade in sort of 3 or 4 hour chunks, and then I set it aside for a little while. When I get an itch for kind of field combat, we'll do that again. Or I come back and play it again. So this Merchant of Sargoth, obviously we've been rewarded, been given a bit of money, we've gained a bit of reputation for helping them find his brother. He's pleased with how competent we are, so he's now offering us another job. So remember how I told you that the bandits had an ally inside the walls? I think I know who it is. The captain of the watch, no less. Some months ago, this captain, seeing the amount of profit we merchants were making from trade across the frontiers, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many who are new to commerce, he failed to realize that great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all his money into the most expensive commodities, and of course, his caravan was captured and looted, and he lost everything. As a consequence, it seems, our captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same if the heavens forbid, I ever faced indebtedness and ruination. Now, any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll to inform on the rest, but our captain decides to employ these bastards wholesale. He brings them into the town, lets them do as they will, and takes a share of their take. You've heard of poachers turning gamekeepers? Well, in the unfortunate land of Calradia, sometimes gamekeepers turn into poachers. Luckily, there are still a few brave, honest souls in the watch who've told me how he works. So he's got a corrupt guard captain he wants us to take care of, and all he needs is someone to lead his little army of honest folk into battle, and of course he can't think of anyone better than us to do it. What do we say? How do I know you're telling me the truth? And then he says, well, it's possible that I found a bunch of people and I made this fantastic story up, but, you know, maybe it's not true. So, I'll lead his men, that's fine. And we're going to say yes, give them the sign, we're going to fight these guys right away, and that will probably be what we end the episode with. So let's go pick a fight with a couple of banditos here. Get out my sword and shield. So he is going to tell everybody that we're ready for a fight, and then these guys just sort of smack. Worst at this game. It's not that my sword is like this doesn't seem to... There's a guy over there. Let's see if I can see him. Yeah, you can see it's choppy once I get into combat. I don't think this game plus Bandicam are... And as you can see, these guys are fairly low-level banditos. Oh, these poor guys. Some of these poor villagers, look, they're just fighting barehanded. Come here. Oh, he had a nice mace. I wouldn't mind one of those. They have a nice long weapon reach on them. Anyways, Paul, like I was saying, I don't think Bandicam plus the resolution plus this game really cooperate too well. So we probably won't do a lot of Mount and Blade recorded. There we go. Look at these guys. These are some pretty damn well-armored villagers, eh? Oh, we got one poor soul out here probably who's left. Maybe we'll just let them finish it. They're gonna beat me to it anyways. Ah, the remaining few bandits scatter off to the town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by the angry townsfolk. Making sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of, you and the merchant head to his house to review the day's events. Alright. Well, let's see what the Merchant of Sargoth has to say now. Ha! Well done. I saw at least 3 of the enemy go down before you. Keep fighting like that and you'll make quite a name for yourself in this land. Unfortunately, about 9 of my lads got themselves wounded. I should go look in on them. Very good. And we'll be bold and brave. Let every villain learn to fear the name of Nathan Snow. Yes, yes, says the merchant. And this is just a bit of denouement. He's got to go talk to the king about what he's discovered, but he's not sure if he's going to be killed or kissed, as it were, for his help. So that is the end of that quest. He doesn't actually have anything else for us to do. And there we are. We have 20 guys. We have finished the opening sort of tutorial quest. And now, basically at this point, all of Calradia, such as it is our playground. So I think we are going to stop it there. So I'm going to thank you guys for hanging out with me on day 37 of the 100-day challenge. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you don't. And of course, please feel free to comment either way. I think I'll probably play a little bit more Mountain Blade over the next couple of days, so if that interests you, be sure to tune in tomorrow and check it out. And if it doesn't, I'll see you when I see you. So until then, my friends, take care. Thank you.